or situation in order for you to support your answer. Why is it a yes and why is it a no? All right. Let's go to number one. Number one is a bit easy. You think you are healthy.
I think I'm really healthy because all the time of a year, rarely I feel fever or something like that. So that's why I think I'm really good health.
Okay. So you can say I really you have to answer 3 to 5 sentences. You can say I rarely get sick and I usually do exercise. Okay, let's go to number two. Do you think you are generous? Do you know what is generous?
Yes, I think I understand. Generous. Mm, I'm not sure about that because in my past, I'm rarely work charity for another foundation, and also about I'm a generous people.
So I think before answering the question, we need to understand what is the real meaning of generosity. So I think we talked about before that when we think of charity, we only think about money. But the real scenario is generous is not only about money, but it could also be about any other things such as food or especially your time, your talents. If you give those or if you share those things to other people, that could mean that you are generous. You give food, you give clothing.
Okay. So if to relate about the talent or foods and something other, I
No,
think I'm pretty uh, because I never talked about food. Um, and I'm really happy when I can to share my knowledge with other people if they really need. So I think I'm pretty generous. I think so.
so I'm curious, what kind of knowledge have you tried sharing to others?
Um, some skill to relate about sales and business and finance and how we can treat with other people. Uh, Almost of them from my experience, I can share. I think so.
Okay, so it's all about in your business also. Still business.
Mhm.
Okay, so how about now, Kam? Because before we also talk about when you get old, you want to do something like charity, like sharing your time, not only your money. But in Haizong, are there some groups or activities that you can go and like share your time, spend your free time with them, like orphanage? You know what's orphanage, right?
No.
No. Okay. So because maybe we can do that, we can share our time to those kind of institution, especially that life is so boring. Okay, let's go to number three. Do you think you are humorous?
Humorous. Can you tell me the meaning?
Funny. You think you are funny? You're a
Funny.
joker. You make people happy like that or laugh. Yes, that's humorous.
Humorous. I think in my daily life, I'm pretty boring. But when I'm a salesman, I'm really humorous. Humorous when the funny is the key to keep me and customer more closer, and that's also the most important thing in communicate. And I think humorous really important and support me a lot when I have a when I can um, to approach with many other people or many other customer. So I think in when I'm a salesman, I'm really humorous. I think so.
Only when you are a salesman.
Uh,
So I noticed that you have a problem with preposition, right? Using the preposition. So you have to remember that you will use in if the next word is a noun, and you use to if the next word is a verb.
mm,
You got it?
okay, I understand.
Really? Please take note about that. To communicate because it's a noun, and in communication because it is a noun. All right. So how about with your friends? Are you also humorous with your friends?
Very humorous because the friends I have some really close friends. Most of them like childhood, and every time we meet, we have a really exciting and really crowded. And I think I'm really humorous when sit with them. I think so.
Okay. So do you think you changed when you were a child and when you grow up? Like for example, when you were a kid, you are a serious kid, but when you grow up, like now, you are already a humorous person, or you are still the same.
I don't think so. I'm still the same because in my past, when I was a child, I also the same now, and I'm thus humorous when I'm stayed between a small group. I'm really closer, and with the stranger, I'm really hard for I can try to humorous with a stranger. I think so.
Okay? So you are a choosy person. You choose whom to be funny. Oh my goodness. Let's go to number four. Do you think you are intelligent? Intelligence is
Intelligent.
natural, okay? So what is the difference between intelligent and smart? When you say intelligent, it is from you, okay? It means it's natural from you. But when you say smart, you study. You studied hard. That's why you become smart. So that is the difference between the two.
Intelligent. I'm not sure about that. My did out in my past in the high school, really good, but in the university, really bad. So I'm not sure about uh, intelligent.
Yes, I do believe in that if you say that you're not sure, because if you are intelligent when you are young and you did not practice on it, it might be gone. So it might be that you don't have it in university. So I guess in Vietnam you have seven kinds of intelligence, but in America there are nine kinds of intelligence. So the first kind of intelligence is logical and mathematical. It means that you are good in mathematics and logical thinking. The second one is linguistics. Linguistics. It doesn't mean that you are good in English, okay? It means that you are good in language, whether it's Vietnamese, it's Filipino, or it's English. It means that you are good in expressing yourself, right? Because I knew some Vietnamese, they cannot express very well in Vietnamese. if they if they explain in Vietnamese, the Vietnamese cannot understand. Oh, I knew someone when I lived in Hama, and then two of my friends said that they have a headache. And I said, why? Because he told us something, but we can't understand. But he talked in Vietnamese. So that's why that person maybe doesn't have linguistic intelligence. And we also have bodily kinesthetics. So that kind of intelligence talks about you're good in bodily movements like dancing. We have musical intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence. And how about you, Cam? What kind of intelligence do you have? I think I'm good in interpersonal, in talking to people and listening to people. That's my intelligence. I know if you feel happy or sad. It's called interpersonal. You can feel what others feel. We also have an intelligence where you are good in direction. It's not difficult for you to tell direction. Do you know what's your intelligence? Musical. Are you musically intelligent? No? You don't know what is your intelligence, Cam? You have to discover. You can go to the internet and search nine kinds of intelligence, and then you will know. Okay? Don't forget. It's time for you to know yourself. Let's go to the next question. Do you think you are smart?
Smart.
Like when you study about this thing, you are intelligent, you are smart. I would say that I am not really smart in mathematics because even if I study, I think I will not get it. I just know very basic. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, no. But if I read something, I can recall or remember clearly. So I think I am smart in reading. How about you,
Uh,
Cam? What in what area you smart?
Also the same with intelligence. I think I'm not smart because in my past I never saw smart in everything I did. So everything I just felt I'm really lucky and not because I'm really smart. I think so.
How about now that you are already adult and I think you tried a lot of lessons, right? You tried to study many things, right? Your business in
Yes.
language. So, do you think you excel in any of those? You think you are good in any of those classes that you have attended except English?
I don't think so.
Are you sure, Tom?
Yes.
Maybe after you study from your class, you just sleep and you did not follow up. For example, in your English, you study and then after studying with your teacher, you're not doing anything because you have to nurture and take care of everything because learning is like a plant, planting a seed. You have to water it so that the plants will grow. Maybe after having a class with your teacher, you sleep again. And you did not follow up your studies. Okay, that's fine.
Mm.
Maybe you have to find it. It's not late to find out your intelligence because they said that life begins at 40. So you're not starting your life yet. Okay, let's go to number 6. Do you think you are happy?
Uh, yes, at least at the moment, I think I'm really happy. And the reason is the first, I have a good job. I'm really love my job. And the second is I think I have a good wife when she can share with me really much in my family. And uh, the final, I think a need still exists when outside really difficult because coronavirus. Um, so that's why I think I'm really happy. I think so.
I think every time we have a class, coronavirus is always mentioned. We really love coronavirus. So come, I've heard that they are going to lift the lockdown in Haizong today or last last
Yes.
night, right?
Mm.
So we no longer have lockdown.
Uh, we no longer.
We don't have
We.
lockdown.
I'm not sure about that. I just think maybe I don't understand. I mean,
It means the lockdown already stopped last night because I've heard a news that they lift. When you say lift, it means they stop it. They stop the lockdown or the social distancing already. So you can go out.
lockdown. That's okay. No, I don't think so. No doubt. Just to blow with some small point, and we also keep about 7 points really important when other people want to income, want to join our city. So I don't think a lockdown reduce. We have to stay at home and just go out with the necessary things. I think so.
Okay. So they didn't lift yet because we've heard a news last night. Oh, tonight they're going to lift the lockdown.
Mm.
Or maybe you don't know because you just keep on doing TikTok. Okay.
I understand the news, and yes, I think today is we have a real lockdown in our society, but the Haijian government also keep the main point to control every people, at least the temperature when they want to
Ah,
uh, in my city. I think so. That's why
okay, I got it.
not use. I think.
Okay. It's just I think that's better to be careful. And there's one thing that's funny because we're also doing online in Ocean Edu and I have one student who is a volunteer in getting the temperature of people. And she told me, teacher, I'm so tired today. I said, why? Because my mom told me to volunteer and take the temperature of people. I said, wow, it's okay. Don't be tired. And I asked her, are you not scared of the virus when you go out? And she said, no, I'm not scared. I'm just tired of taking the temperature of people. So before you go out, come, you have to check your temperature. Okay, so let's go to number 7. Do you think you are honest?
Um, Depend the situation. And in my life, I think my friend and other people can trust on me when I said something with them. Absolutely to do the same as uh, I tell with them. But in the business, depend the situation, and sometimes I'm really not honest. I think so.
Hmm. Because if you're a salesman, you really need to do lip service to your customers, right? I understand that people cannot be totally honest, and I guess that it's not really that bad because you need to look at the situation also. Okay, let's go to number 8. Do you think you are too moralistic? It means that you really follow the rules, especially the belief of the
Uh,
people.
I think I'm not sure about I'm a person really moralistic because there are many rules are usually too broken, and sometimes I feel really hard for I can follow the rules. Yes, I think so.
Okay, what rules do you usually break aside from the traffic rules?
I think the delay is the thing I'm really broken when I have a son and things.
Hmm. That's all. How about when you were a child come? Because in the Philippines, Filipinos are very religious, right? Catholic, and so we need to go to church. So when you don't go to church, people will think that you are a bad person or evil person. But that's one thing that I don't follow in my family before. I don't go to church with my family. How about you? Is there something that you did when you were a child and it is considered as bad or you did not follow the rules?
Actually, I don't have any really religious and um,
Not only religion, in your culture,
mm,
going out late.
and I'm really not sure about moralistic because I never to talk about that in my past, and I don't think I'm a person moralistic, but uh, maybe I'm a good people or good person. I think so.
Good person. Okay? That's
Mm.
good when you think that you are good, but you don't know if you are moralistic or not. Because I think being moralistic is actually a heavy thing. It's a heavy topic to talk about. For example, in other countries, it's immoral. When you say immoral, it's the opposite of moral. It's immoral to get to be pregnant without a husband. these topics are very heavy. You cannot have sex when you're not married. You cannot stay late outside. And you have to pray every day. These are the things that are considered moral in other countries. So I don't know what's moral in your country. Maybe it's moral in my country, but in your country it's not. So it's different. But you don't know about these things. My God, you did not read the book. Okay, let's go to number 9. Do you think you are open-minded?
Open mind, open-minded. Uh, with something really news and necessary for my job or my life, I'm really spend many time and money for learning something new and try to improve myself day after day. But with some other rules, I think I'm not open myself. I think so.
Mm. So I think you are very open-minded about China because many people are biased when we think about China, right? But you went there.
Maybe China is the best place. I can find many opportunity to earning money. And actually, in the first time when I went to China, I'm really hate. But
Really?
after many times, I went there. I don't know, but in my mind, appear many feeling really good about the Chinese.
Mm.
So now when I'm stay at home and have to I can't to go China, and sometimes I feel I'm really missing. I'm really remember about the China, and I really want to come back. I think so.
Remember me. How many times have you been to China, Cam?
About 10 times or
Oh,
more.
wow. That is amazing. I guess so. I just want to share to you that I have many Chinese students, and most of the time, we teachers, for the first few years of teaching Chinese people, we often have like bad thinking about Chinese people. Like we will say that we don't like Chinese students because they're very high. They think highly about themselves and they're very noisy. Yes, that's very honest. But through the years of teaching Chinese people, we encounter a lot of Chinese that are not really like those people that we think about Chinese. And so I have this one student, and she told me that she's sometimes ashamed about some Chinese people because of their actions. And Chinese people are not like that. And I know that it's true because I have a Japanese student who told me that if she can choose between Chinese and Japanese, she will choose Chinese because Chinese gives more importance to family values than Japanese people. I think I already told you that, right?
Yes.
So I guess that every country is the same. We are all the same. There are bad points and positive points. It's just that the media is feeding all of this stuff, right? That it's dangerous, that people there are like that, like this.
Yes, I think the problem with the Chinese is they talk a lot and really loud. When I'm stay in a train, restaurant, and outside, they talk a lot and really hard for I can focus on my mind when everything around me really crowded.
Mm. I think it also depends on the place that you are in. It's the same here in Vietnam and in the Philippines. There are places that are very noisy, and you will be like
Mm.
culture shock, right? Mm. when I went to Ho Chi Minh and I was with my Vietnamese friend and I was so noisy in the bus. And then my Vietnamese friend told me, lower your voice. You're very noisy. Yeah, it's like that. So not all places. So I guess all countries are the same. So let's go to the next question. Do you think you are moody? Moody, 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 moody.
Hmm.
Do you know what moody come?
I think so. When my feeling really change a lot,
Yeah.
many times a day. Maybe in the morning I feel happy, but after that I feel really bad. So sometimes I don't understand why. But
Are you a girl?
I think I'm really moody.
Oh, you're a moody person. So there's something that I've learned actually, Cam. You need to you need to be in the middle so that you will not be moody. Like when you are too happy and then later on you become very sad and then you will become angry. So you need to be in the balance, strike the balance so that um, your emotions will not really change a lot. A Vietnamese a Vietnamese friend of mine told me about that because when I stayed in one village and he's also a student in Hama, and then my energy is so high, like I'm so energetic, but then my energy will become down and I will become sad. But that's the reason why he told me that we need to be at the center or in the middle so that our emotions will not change suddenly. Try to be calm, relax. Yeah. Have you tried calm that you feel angry, but then you are controlling yourself and you're trying not to be angry?
Sometimes, but almost the time when I felt angry, I can't control that feeling. Really hard, for I can't control.
That's sad. I also have a friend, and my she told me that she need to cry, blah blah blah, because she feels this. And sometimes I'm surprised by them. They just do this like that because they need to do it. It's because of our mood. It really changes. And so sometimes when I want to be angry because of something, I try not to. We need to control our anger because our anger will eat us and it will cause a very bad thing. Okay, let's go to number 11. Do you think you are superstitious? What is
Soup,
superstition?
I don't know. Tell me about
Superstition.
superstitious.
Superstitious. Superstitious.
Superstition.
Okay. So superstitious is a belief. It is a very hard belief which does not have a scientific basis. For example, fishermen would say if the moon is full, there will be a lot of fish. So we need to go to the sea to catch fish. But there is no scientific basis. And also, in the Philippines, they say that if you see a black cat, something bad will happen. So it is a belief, but science did not approve it. It's like that.
The same with idealistic.
Idealistic is different. When you say idealistic, you're a person who is very good in ideas, but you don't actually do that in reality. Superstitious is a belief. Okay? It is a belief, and then people are really not doing it. For example, people will say that you should not clean the floor at night. You should not sweep the floor at night because you are You want bad luck to come in. Do you get it, Cam?
Yeah, I understand. I think I'm a person always talk no with superstitious because I don't believe the I don't believe on the superstitious,
Mm.
and I just believe on my thinking and
In science?
uh, science, and I'm really prioritize the hardworking the first, and I don't care about the superstitious. I think so.
Mm. I think Chinese people have a lot of superstitions, like the color red. They need to wear color red, right? And give
Mhm.
envelope which is red. How about in Vietnam? Can you give me an example of a superstitious?
In the Vietnamese people also really prioritize superstitious because they also affected by Chinese culture. And nowadays, when I saw many rich people, they really superstitious when they really care about the color of clothes they're wearing, the time they go out for receive many lucky things, and
Really?
especially in the business or in the by the new house, they
Mm.
really care about the mistake superstition when they talk about the direction something and sometimes they ask many people with the uh, special ability to talk about what happening with them in the future
Mm.
and many things. So I don't believe on that, and sometimes I feel really very scared when they don't try to do with the best, and they just to believe on another thing they can control.
So everything that they do will be based on superstitious. How about like burning of things? Is it a superstitious in Vietnam, like you burn money, or is it a tradition? Paper
This
money,
month,
paper money.
yes, this month is the most important thing with the superstitious people because they have to burn really paper money, and our government to raise them to reduce the paper money they burned in each year, and I think that is a good way for reduce the superstitious.
Okay. So how about your wife? Does your wife believe in any superstitious?
No,
Okay, that's
uh,
great.
I never believe on another thing. And
So,
in the first time when we have to hire a house, she never she never think about the some problem like direction, and I don't know how can I talk with them. But after that, when we bought a new house, I felt my wife more superstitious than before. I don't know why.
so in the Philippines, come if you have a new house, you need to kill a goat. You know what's a goat, right? You need to kill a goat, and then you need to put the blood of the goat in your door and form it a cross so that evils cannot
Mm.
come inside your house. Do you have like that?
Uh, I don't think so. In my country, uh, each house also have another room uh, to put the image of the people died, and that is the private and really important in our culture. And I think that is very really important for me, my wife, and my daughter also remembers about the people who died. I think so.
Mm. Okay, the deceased. Right. So, do you think you are religious? Which I know already, but I guess you can still answer why you are not a religious person.
Mm, because I don't believe on another thing outside me, and I just focus on my thinking and try to do with my best. And I believe the result almost from my hard working and my thinking, not depend on something around me. So that's why I'm never uh, superstitious.
Religious? We're already in religious.
With superstitious, I'm not
I already.
really.
Mm, okay, so that's the problem of some countries now because they have a religion, and this religious activity turns into superstitious. So there is a connection between religion and superstitious. Do you get it? There's connection between the two. Come, wake up. Okay. Do you think you are diligent?
I forgot the meaning of diligent.
Diligent is the same with being hardworking,
Yes. I think I'm really diligent.
but you are energetic. Not only hardworking, but you are also energetic. There are people who are hardworking, but they don't have energy. They do hard work without energy. Diligent is being hardworking with energy. Are you like that?
I just think diligence and the hardworking and care, care a lot about the energy. Yes, many times in my past, I'm really love my job, but use sometimes I did that with the no energy. Sometimes really high energy. I think not stable.
Okay, I got it. Do you think you are gentle? Gentleman.
Gentle. Gentle, same the woman, not man.
No, it's not about that. Maybe you are thinking about a different gentle. What's
Just
your understanding
the
about
word
it?
and woman, not for men.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What do you
I
think is
never saw
gentle?
man gentle. Yes, I think so. I think the man have to really strong and uh, really healthy or something like that. At least they can the place for another woman to find out uh, uh, when she faced with a different with a difficult situation. I think so. I don't think the man gentle is good.
Why you are thinking like that? It's because most people think that the definition of gentle is soft. No, it is not. That's why we have the term gentleman. We don't have a term gentle woman. We don't have that. Have you heard the word gentlewoman? No, only gentleman. Gentleman means you're a person who prioritize others' needs, just like opening the door to another person, helping an old woman cross the road. I forgot the word road. Yes, it's like that. So you are not gentle
Yes.
still? Okay. Okay, how about kind? Are you kind? Do you think you are kind?
I think I'm a kind person.
Hmm. Why?
I think
Reason, example?
I'm not sure about the reason, but every time in my mind, I also think I'm really kind person. Maybe uh, I'm really honest, and maybe I'm really uh, really kind with other people. I think so, but the reason not clearly. I just feeling about that. Uh,
Just feeling. Come, you have to ask your neighbor. You're close with the neighbor, right? Your friends. Ask people, ask at least 5 people close to you
uh,
of what they think about you.
uh,
It's like an experiment after our class because we mentioned a lot of characters here. I mean, there are 25 characters here, but we only ask yourself. We only ask you. So this time, maybe you can try to ask people around you, and you need to tell me what they tell about you. Are you really kind? Or maybe they will just say,
uh,
"Oh, Cam is good looking."
I think
Okay.
they're really hard for I want to know about myself from other people and even with my neighbor because the Vietnamese people were really afraid when they want to talk direction with other people, and at least they rarely to talk about the truth with other people.
Mm.
Almost the time they also to talk really polite and not focus on the true thing the listener want to hearing. And in business we also talk about a story with the north of the lost people of Vietnam.
Mm.
When a North people of Vietnam they drink about 10 um, cup of beers. They just talk to you about 6 things, but all of 6 things they told you never true, and really hard to find out the real thing from the lost people of Vietnam.
Oh,
And that's why I think the
is it
idea
true?
not good.
Is it true?
Uh, I think that is a funny story, but in the business you can. I think that's maybe true in many situations. I think so,
So it's like
and the best
playing a game.
is the best way. And my wife also talked to me. I think you are a really kind person.
Because she's your wife.
Yes. She
Just
don't
tell
know.
your
She don't
friends,
want to
guys, just your friends, and
start.
tell your friends, this is an experiment. So you have to be honest in telling me what do you think I am.
I never asked my friends before, but every time I also felt they really believe on me. So that's why I think so with my friend. I think so.
Wow, congratulations. Okay, I will believe you now that you are kind. Okay, let's go to the next question. Do you think you are successful?
I don't think so. Successful is a thing really difficult for we can measure, and it depends on the way we're thinking about life and success. Um, but other side, I think I have a many advantages than other people. So maybe it's not successful, but I'm really welcome my life as a moment. I think so.
And also, I think it depends on how you measure success. Like, what is success for you, right? It depends on every people. So, in your case, Kang, how are you going to define success? What is success for you?
Maybe I have success for me is the first is the healthy, second is my career really success, and the most important thing maybe about $10 million in my account, the bank. That's it.
10
And
million.
that's
10.
feeling of
Wow.
my life success. I think so.
$10 million, not BND. Dollar, oh my God. Right, okay. So your definition of success, I guess the first two is maybe it's a little bit easy to get, but I guess the last one, it's easy for you to get the last one, the $10 million, right? Okay, do you think you are frugal? Frugal.
Frugal.
You are careful in spending money. If you buy something, you think about it. If it is
No,
really useful.
there are many new words today.
What did you say? So I want.
I
Okay.
uh, when I become more older, I think I really want to become a frugal person. I don't know why, but now sometimes I think money not important in my life, but mm, a little bit the time I have some feeling the same. But almost the time I also think money is really important. So that's why I think maybe when I become more older, I'm really too easy with the frugal person, and that is the best way uh, for I can keep the balance in my life. And also, when I become older, I can to do a lot, and at that time maybe the money reduce a lot, and I have a too frugal for reduce the money I have to pay every year. I think so.
Okay. So I think you can write something now, and the title is When I Get Older. So come, I just want to share to you that there is another word. Frugal is positive, and the second word is thrifty.
50.
Thrifty. So thrifty is the same with frugal, but in the negative way. For example, you are a frugal person if you buy a television set, even the television set is um, it's the price is high, but then you think that you can use it for how many years and you buy it. But you are thrifty, you don't really spend money. So you, even if you're hungry, you don't buy anything for yourself because you just think of really saving the money and you don't think about the quality of the thing that you are getting. So that is thrifty. You don't spend much money. Let's go to question number 18. Do you think you are patient?
Patient.
Not in the hospital, okay?
Yes, when I compare with the 10 year ago, I think now I'm really patient when I compare with the before. But other time, I'm still not patient when I'm really want to really want to have many results in a short time, and
Mm.
that's not good. And especially in the
Oh,
business, I think time, and sometimes we have to waiting a result happening in the future and not at the moment. I think so.
okay. Yes, I think there are some things that would really take a lifetime to see the result come, and we need to believe that there are no shortcuts in life. So we need to learn how to be patient. I think especially COVID again, especially the pandemic or the COVID, it teaches us how to be really patient, right? Who would
Yes.
not be patient if you can just see your house, inside your house? That's all you can see for how many days? You need to really be patient about it. And it's very important. They said that patience is the greatest virtue. There is a saying about that. Patience is the greatest virtue. It means it is the highest character of all. So people must really have it. So let's go to number 19. Do you think you are forgetful?
For yes, I think so. With the thing not important, I usually forgot, and sometimes my wife have to remind me or not. Yes, I think I'm forgetful with the some with the everything not important, but with the
Not important.
things really life, I never forgot.
Okay. So I think the worst thing that you can really do or like forgot is that when you keep on looking at your pencil is gone, but you don't know that your pencil is here in your ears. That's
Yes,
worst. Very worst.
in my house, the problem with me also is the keys of my car, key of
Mm.
my motorbike. I can't remember where I put them, and especially the wallet. Every
Mm.
time I never know my forget where my wallet, and my wife is also the person can find out for me. Really terrible.
You're really like the eldest of your family, the eldest son
Yes.
of your wife. Because it's the mother who always finds the things for the kids. All right. Do you think you are talkative?
Talkative. Um, Depend the situation. When become a salesman, when I am a salesman, I talk a lot. But when I come back my home, I try to keep silent, and I really like my room when I have a private private space for myself, and I keep everything really quiet.
Okay, I understand that. So people are really different when we are at school or when we are at home. But I just want to ask a question, Kam. When you are a child, do you talk, or even when you are already like adult or teenager, do you talk to your parents about anything?
I think my character not changed after many times when I compare with the trial or now. When I was a child, I rarely to talk about everything with my parents,
Mm.
and uh, I just talk with them when they ask me.
Mm. Okay.
And with my friends, especially my close friends, I'm really talkative. I don't know why, but nowadays I also said with my friends, my customer, I'm really crowded. But when I come back my home, I really untalkative. I think so.
Silent. There is no word
Silent,
untalkative.
silent,
So my
silent.
next question is, do you want your kids to be like that? Like they cannot share to you something that they feel and something that they wanted to talk about, but they are hesitating to tell you because they are not comfortable. Because they are like you before when you are a kid or when you are a child.
Sometime when I faced with a difficult in the business or something really hard, I can't find out the solution. I really need someone else who can share, and I really need someone else can give me some advice. But at that time, I feel really difficult for I can find out the people I'm really need, and that's is my problem where I feel really hard or really difficult if I want to find advice from other people. Maybe the person really closer with me is just my wife, but she don't care about the business. Mm,
I think your wife has a bigger business than you, and that business is in your home, right?
mm, yes,
Yes.
and I'm really mm,
Oh, feel sorry for you. But they said, Cam, that you will be very lucky if you have at least one person where you can talk about anything. You can say anything to that person. Do you have that one person?
um, many people think about me. I'm really lucky when my wife also stay at home every time and she can hearing everything I'm talking with her. But I think maybe she just hearing and don't care about my talking because she- she not. So that's why sometimes I really need someone else can share with me. And
Mm,
I think my wife not suitable um, person when I want to share about the business with her. I think
mm.
so.
Yeah, I hope you can find that one person where you can really talk to about your problems or just listen about anything that you wanted to say. Because sometimes we don't need someone to give us solution or to advise us, but we just need someone to listen, right? But
Yes.
not definitely someone like who's with us in our house. It's a different person. Do you think you are rich? Rich for the star, rich.
Mm, I don't know. I have a rule uh, when I when I think about you, another people or me become rich. I think the account at least $1 million. At that time, I can think I'm rich. People, I think so.
$1 million, and you told me that successful $10 million.
And
So
10 million
it
when I retire. I think so.
it means that successful is higher than being rich. Because you said a while ago, for you to be successful, you need to have $10 million. But for you to be considered rich, you only need $1 million. Uh, are you near being rich? Come? Are you close to being rich? Be
Yes,
honest.
I with my rule of rates average. I think so.
Wow. Congratulations. Okay. Do you think you are optimistic?
Optimistic is the most important thing. I think every people have to earn in the when our society changing or not. And optimistic can keep me and give me many new things. And especially when I face with a difficult situation. And I think I'm really optimistic person. Yes.
So, because you said you are optimistic, have you tried that when you wake up one day and then you feel like you don't want to get up because things are the same and we are on lockdown, you cannot do anything. Did you feel that? Oh, I'm so tired of getting up. I want to stay in bed for one day, like that.
Yes. Nearby, in this time when I have a many free time all day, sometimes I feel really lazy, and sometimes I really want to rely everything. And even the English, sometimes I feel really difficult to learning English. And with some other class, I also the same thing. I feel boring and not emotion or motivate with the learning. I don't know why. Maybe I stay at home a lot and it's not good for my feeling. I think so.
Yeah, you have to be patient, calm. That learning is not a bad process. It's not at all fun. So it means you need to motivate yourself that even if you feel bored, you need to get up and show yourself in front of the camera.
Everything will be better when we don't have any knockdown society, and especially when the winter come. At that time, my my cash flow really high, and now my cash flow really low.
Oh, even so, you
Now
need to
I
be.
spend a lot on the money. Yes, I think so.
But you know, Kam, it's really a very long time already, right? I think it will be 1 year because the coronavirus happened January, right? And we
In
only
my
have three
case,
months.
yes. In my case, I think I have to prepare money or many or some plan for about 2022
Oh.
with the coronavirus, because I think maybe in this year we can find out the vaccine, but the effect virus maybe really long time later. I think so.
Mm, yes, because we also have an experience like this virus before. Are you familiar with TB, tuberculosis? So that disease before was also very dangerous and it killed a lot of people. But now people are living with the disease. So I guess it will be like that with the coronavirus, but it's just difficult today. So let's just be positive. Okay. Next question. Do you think you are law abiding, following the rules in your
Uh,
country?
the law abiding,
You
law
follow the rules.
abiding. Yes, yes, yes. Every time I have to law abiding, and especially in
Wow.
business, that's because the officer of government not good people when they use and introducing about law really different between ex people, and that's
Mm.
why we have to use the law for consuming about the law in business for me, and I have to abide. That is the most important key in business. Is,
You need to pay taxes. By
yeah,
that, you are abiding the law if you pay your tax. Okay,
okay. Tax
let's go
depend
to,
tax depend the accountant.
is your business tax high, Cam? Or it's not high for you?
Mm, I have two accounts for doing everything to relate about tax, and
Mm.
all the time I also um, to give her some quantity of tax. I think I want to pay for our government, and everything with her is how they can to make every thing become more stable and more suitable with the government check. I think so.
Mm. Yes. So number 24, do you think you are lazy?
I'm really lazy with all the thing I don't like, and I'm really hardworking with the thing I'm really like.
Very biased. But you know that you have to do something sometimes, even if you don't like it, right? Example, talking
Mm,
to a customer.
yep. My wife also doing that and she support me a lot.
Be patient, be optimistic, many things. So last question, very important question. Do you think you are good looking?
Mm, good looking, good looking. I don't
Handsome?
understand the meaning.
Your physical appearance is good,
Ah,
handsome.
so much answer.
Mm.
In my past, when I were
In my
in high
past,
school, I think I'm really good looking, but now I think I'm really terrible. So,
in the past.
yes.
Oh, it's so bad. So you say you are going to describe yourself, I was handsome. Not I am handsome, I was handsome. Hey
Yeah.
Cam, do you still have pictures in high school? Do you still have pictures in high
Uh,
school?
um, yes. I don't know where they are.
You have
A
to
long
find
time
it.
ago. Mm,
Yeah, it's your mission. You have to find it and then show me, and then I will tell you if you are really handsome during high school days.
yes, sometimes I saw that. I think I'm really crazy.
But your sister is beautiful, Cam. So it
I don't know
means
why. In
no.
when we were young, maybe the handsome or good looking with in the other else in the other eyes really important. But when I feel when I become more older, I don't care a lot about how my image or especially I don't care about how I how my handsome. Yes,
How
I
you
don't care
look.
about, and mm, every time I don't care.
Mm, okay. Yes. So, there is a song, and maybe you and your wife can listen to the song. The title of the song is The Gift, and the singer is Jim Brickman. It talks about being in love with a person and not considering the physical appearance, because the physical appearance of a person will turn gray and become old
Mm.
soon. So you need to be hardworking and diligent. So come among the characters, okay, among the characters that we have here, what character do you think is the most important that people should develop?
I just think about most character we have to earn. The first is honest,
Honesty?
mm, and the second is maybe with me is the diligent.
Diligent, okay. Good looking.
And
Kidding.
uh, in the modern society, you really advantage when you really and good looking really important, and that's why nowadays I also talk with my daughter and my son. If you earn job good looking, I think that's is the good point for can compare with other people, and that's why in our society the good looking really important. And with me, I don't care about that. Maybe I'm really old. I think so.
You're old enough to think about that. Just kidding. No, but yeah, it's after. I think we will be hypocrite. Okay, we'll be hypocrite if we say that, oh, good looking is not important, but actually it matters in the society. So there's an example if people will apply in a job and both of you are intelligent, but the other one is more good looking than you, the company will choose the intelligent and the good looking. If you're intelligent and you're ugly, maybe you will be second choice, not the first choice.
Um, and I think in my job to relate about salesman, good looking really important, but that's not the most important thing. And I think when you are good looking, you really easy to closer with other people because everyone also like good looking people. But after that, if you don't have any talent or smart in the communicate, I think
Mm.
good looking perhaps not useful for you.
So you
And
need
we
to
need
be good in socialization. Yes, Cam? You need to know how to socialize. Socialize. You need to have socialization skills.
I saw the song Winter Snow is Falling Down, Children Laughing all
It's about you a love and then when you grow old. Yeah, that's it.
around.
So do you have any questions, Cam?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, so if you don't have any question, that's it. And I hope that you will stay positive despite of everything. Be optimistic, be patient, and be diligent. Don't be lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye. See you
Yes,
when I see you.